The real reason. She still thinks about you, even if she's silent. Female psychology, silence is confusing. When she stops texting, stops watching your stories, stops reacting, it feels like she moved on. But silence doesn't always mean absence, and distance doesn't always mean detachment. Sometimes the loudest thoughts exist behind the quietest behavior. If she still thinks about you, even without reaching out, there are deeper psychological reasons behind it. This isn't about fantasy, it's about emotional memory, attachment, ego, and unfinished psychological loops. Let's break it down. 1. Emotional memory is stronger than logical decisions. Women, on average, tend to process experiences emotionally before logically. That doesn't mean they aren't rational. It means emotion becomes the anchor point of memory. When a woman connects with someone deeply, her brain doesn't just store facts. It stores feelings. How you made her feel, how safe she felt, how excited she felt, how hurt she felt. Even if she logically decides, this isn't good for me, the emotional imprint doesn't disappear overnight. The human brain is wired to revisit emotionally intense experiences. That's why songs, smells, or random places can trigger memories instantly. If your connection created strong emotional highs, passion, laughter, deep conversations, her brain associates you with dopamine and oxytocin spikes, and the brain misses what once felt intense. Silence doesn't erase chemistry. 2. Unfinished stories stay in the mind. Longer psychology has something called the Zeigarnik Effect. People remember unfinished situations more than completed ones. If the relationship ended without closure, if things ended suddenly, if words were left unsaid, her brain will replay it. Why did it end like that? What if we handled it differently? What would have happened if? Closure reduces mental loops. Ambiguity feeds them. If she never got emotional clarity, your story lives in the open tab section of her mind, and open tabs don't close easily. 3. Ego doesn't allow immediate indifference. Even emotionally mature women have ego. Everyone does. If she invested time, energy, vulnerability, her mind won't instantly accept that it meant nothing. Thinking about you is sometimes less about love and more about validation. Did I matter? Does he miss me? Was I replaceable? When someone once played a significant role in her emotional world, disappearing without emotional acknowledgement creates cognitive dissonance. The mind tries to restore balance by revisiting the person. Silence can sometimes be pride, not indifference. 4. Women process breakups differently. Research suggests women often feel breakups more intensely at first. They process grief deeply, reflect, analyze, and emotionally release. Men, statistically, distract first and process later. What does that mean? Even if she appears calm, her mind may have already gone through anger, sadness, nostalgia, reflection, self-questioning. By the time she is silent, she's likely processed layers you never saw. But processing doesn't mean forgetting. It just means she's not reacting anymore. 5. Attachment styles matter. If she had an anxious attachment style, she may think about you because emotional bonds stick harder. Anxiously attached individuals fear abandonment and replay relational details. If she had an avoidant attachment style, silence doesn't mean you're erased. Avoidance, suppress, but suppression is not deletion. Avoidant personalities often detach externally while still internally thinking about the person. And if she was securely attached, she may still think about you, but from a reflective place rather than emotional chaos. Attachment determines intensity, not existence of memory. 6. The brain romanticizes the past. Here's something important. The brain doesn't replay reality accurately. It edits it. Over time, negative details fade faster than emotional highlights. That's why people sometimes miss relationships that weren't even healthy. Her brain might filter out the fights, but replay the late-night conversations, the inside jokes, the comfort. Nostalgia is powerful because it softens edges, and in moments of loneliness or stress, the brain revisits familiar emotional territory. You become part of that archive. 7. Silence can be self-control. Just because she thinks about you doesn't mean she should text you. Women often weigh emotional consequences more carefully. She might think, if I text, will it reopen wounds? If I reach out, will it undo my healing? Will he misunderstand my intention? Silence can be discipline, not absence of thought. Sometimes the strongest form of self-respect is resisting impulse. 8. You represent a version of herself here. As something most people don't realize, she may not just think about you. She may think about who she was with you. The confident version, the softer version, the more vulnerable version. Relationships create identity states. When someone leaves, they take that version of us with them. Thinking about you can be her mind revisiting a past identity. It's less about attachment to you, more about attachment to who she felt like. 9. Emotional bonds. Don't follow timelines. There is no universal rule for how long someone thinks about someone else. Time doesn't erase emotional significance, it just reduces intensity. You might randomly cross her mind months later, not because she's stuck, but because emotional connections don't disappear, they integrate. Some people become lessons, some become nostalgia, some become quiet respect, but very few become nothing. 10. Curiosity is natural. Even if she's moved forward, curiosity remains human. Is he different now? Did he change? Is he treating someone better? Curiosity doesn't equal longing. It equals unfinished information. When someone was once central in your life, your brain remains mildly alert to updates about them, even if you don't actively seek them. That's why people check stories secretly. It's psychological familiarity, not always desire. 11. Emotional investment leaves. Imprints neuroscience shows that strong emotional experiences strengthen neural pathways. If she cried over you, if she laughed deeply with you, if she felt safe with you, those neural pathways don't vanish instantly. They weaken over time, but they don't get deleted like files. Thinking about you may simply be her brain revisiting a once strong pathway. Memory is biological, not just emotional. 12. Silence is often power. Sometimes she stays silent because she refuses to give access again. Thinking about you privately keeps her dignity intact. Reaching out might feel like surrender. In many cases, silence is a boundary, not a lack of emotion. And boundaries don't mean feelings never existed. They mean she values peace more than impulse. 13. What this doesn't mean, it doesn't automatically mean she wants you back. She's waiting. She hasn't moved on. Thinking about someone and wanting them are different psychological states.